Stunning scenery, stormy weather, epic destinations and vehicle failures. Over 1,500 kilometres away from home, we embark on multiple journeys across southeast Queensland, from Moreton Island to the Springs 4x4 Park and many more. Our goal is to take a couple of old Nissan clunkers with nearly 500,000 Ks on tour. Was this a smart idea? Well, there's only one way to find out. Welcome to our Queensland Adventure Series.
Tonight in part 1, we are showing you the raw and gritty reality of taking old trucks on long distance travel. Dylan will be behind the wheel of the red GQ, solo touring up the coast and heading towards the ferry in the port of Brisbane. Meanwhile, Mark, myself and Steph are on a journey inland and making our way to the Southern Downs region, where we'll be exploring in and around the township of Warwick.
Now, the previous night before, I made a quick dash, well, not a quick dash in the old TD, but I did a run from Central Vic all the way up to Gundagai, and I ended up staying the night in Morley's Creek Reserve Campground, which is a free little camp on the side of the creek here. And it was a nice little spot just to get a few hours rest before hitting the road again. And yep, there was a quick toilet stop. We made it to the tucker box, the dog on the tucker box. There he is. Anyway, time to hit the road. Now, unfortunately, I had noticed that my clutch slave cylinder was leaking a little bit, so I had to nip it up. And unfortunately, this caused an airlock, which later on causes me a lot of issues.
Meanwhile, back in Victoria.
Hey guys, finally on the road and heading off on our trip to Queensland. So yeah, just fueled up, get all the last minute packing done, and yeah, about to leave town and heading up north. So
And don't forget, let the viewers know, we'll do a fuel count, fuel mileage.
of course, so we'll get to get an idea of what Paddy's fuel consumption's like, fully loaded obviously, so we're pretty packed, so we'll see what it's like fuel wise on the way up. So we'll give you a rundown on every stop when we fuel. Doing
Fueling up,
both tanks?
both tanks.
How much have you used in
Only 'cause
fuel?
we couldn't fuel the secondary tank because I think it had an airlock.
Ah, okay.
The
On the
primary
initial
tank will
fill up.
tell us how much we've used, and we will calculate out a consumption. Oh, yeah. Oh. Is it like an airlock, isn't it? Still not going in. To the back. Wondering whether the breather's got a blockage.
Maybe. So how much fuel have you used?
Well, we don't know yet. We've got to put it in.
As in, I mean in the car?
Oh, on the gauge,
Yeah.
just under half
On the main tank?
on the main tank.
And the sub, have you used any of that?
None of that yet.
And where's it sitting?
Sub tank,
Yeah.
just under half.
Okay, cool. So we'll see and work out how much, litres per 100 you've used.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look at the breather on that sub tank because,
Maybe have a look tonight
yeah.
when we get to camp. Sounds good?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Okay. So what are we doing, Steph?
Hey,
I said, what are we doing?
filling up the car again.
Oh. How much have you used?
Like 3/4 of the tank.
Okay.
I'm on the last quarter.
Yep, cool.
I don't know which one to use. Go for cheapy.
Cool. So we'll work out how many you've done litres per 100.
Okay.
We'll work out how many litres per 100 you've done, so we'll get an idea on fuel consumption. Yeah? Cool. Sounds good?
I don't like the feeling of
Alright.
it. It's shaking a lot.
So a quick calculation, guys. It's running at 14.5 litres per 100, probably due to roof topper creating a bit of wind drag. So that's what we're currently doing anyway.
Did you work out what Steph was doing?
No, I haven't done Steph's yet.
Okay, we'll have a look and see
Yeah.
later.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright guys, update. We are now at Yass. We're at the service centre here and we just got some fuel, got some food and whatnot. Did a fuel up, so done a few calculations and that. I'll put the figures up on the screen for you guys, but essentially we're doing about 14.5 litres per 100, which, look, it's actually better than I thought, especially being on a big tyre. And we're sitting on about 110 on this freeway, and it is a very hilly freeway, so you've got some long steep hills up and down sort of thing, so you do tend to use a lot more fuel doing that. So I think 14.5 is pretty good for this thing. And so yeah, just to break it down a bit more, we've done 447 k's to this point here. I've had to use Google Maps because that's now really inaccurate because of the tyre change. Didn't really think about that, but anyway. Here with me guys, but we're stopped in here in Goulburn, just doing a quick checkup. So I've just got the torque wrench out, just going over all the wheels because they are still new on the car. So I just want to make sure they're all sweet, which they are. There was only one that slightly backed off out of all four wheels, as in one nut, which actually was one of these ones, but otherwise everything else was still tight, so that's good. But can't hurt to check. I'll just check this clutch quickly, make sure it's not leaking anymore, and we'll just do a quick check over the engine bay and we'll keep going. And if you look over this way, where is it? There's that big ram thing. Look at that. Anyway, from down the road from where we were last, when I was doing the bolt tension up and that, and just giving everything a quick check over, I noticed there was quite a bit of oil around here, which I've cleaned up with the brake fluid, but you can probably still see a bit down there. I've known about this issue. I actually thought it was this power steering pump, so I've been putting that stop leak stuff in it just to help it, and I thought worst case I lose power steering. I don't know if that's still the case because this is actually still got quite a fair bit of fluid in it, so it's still pretty full, but the oil was down a little bit. When I say a little bit, it wasn't much, but enough to go, that's not right. So what I've done is I've just bought a big 5 litre from Autobarn in Goulburn, and we'll just keep an eye on things, top it up. I've just used some brake cleaner to clean up that area down there, and we'll see how that goes. So we'll just keep an eye on it. But I mean, I've driven over 500 k's and it's only used a little bit, as in if it's leaking from that point, that is, or it could be just burning oil, who knows. But yeah, at least we've got some fluid now, so we can just keep an eye on it and top it up as need. But we'll keep pressing on. So I'll pack all this shit up, hit the road. Meanwhile, I had finally left Goulburn and was making tracks north, heading around Sydney and up past Newcastle. Out the other side, I started having a few little dramas, and there was a bit of a noise going on. At first, I thought it was a rear sway bar, so I pulled over and tightened it up and continued on. However, the noise had not gone away. So I pulled up into a servo in the little township of Goulburn, I think it is. That's how Dad pronounced it anyway. And we got the jack out and we jacked up the wheel and found that the wheel bearing had become loose. After pulling the entire hub assembly off, I found that the actual nut had backed off completely, which was partly my fault. For now, I decided just to tighten it up as I was on a tight schedule and had to make my way to Coffs Harbour for tonight. In the morning, hopefully the plan was to try and get some parts sorted, but we'll just have to wait and see. So we put it all back together, grabbed some fuel, and pretty much hit the road. And by that time, it was pretty much night time.
It was just on sunset when we pulled into camp, and it was just a spot just outside of Dubbo on the river there. We had to do a little bit of hunting around just to find a spot to set the roof topper up and the chairs and awnings out.
And this was the first time Steph had used her awning, so we were just trying to get right position and make sure that we could utilise the space.
Try and make her happy, actually.
Yeah, well, that too. Yeah. She was very tired.
Yeah, so, very grumpy, like a little chihuahua.
Just make everyone happy. So took a bit of working out, but we finally got there.
Bit of backwards and forwards, to the left, to the right, back, forwards. She stood there. Funny look on her face.
As much
we
as
got there.
Steph does.
And I finally made it up to Coffs Harbour and was staying the night at the Big 4 Caravan Park.
G'day guys, coffee, early start. We've got to get on the road pretty early. We've got another 7.5 hours, so we're just starting to pack up. Just done a quick check on the old girl. Just using a bit of water, so good possibility. I can't see a leak anywhere. It's got a head gasket that might be weeping a bit, but I think we're doing rings and a new head and everything in a few months' time, so we'll get that rectified then. But other than that, hasn't used a drop of oil. That's going good. So breakfast time. Noisy spot. Until we can find it laid out when we pulled up. And I think Louise is going to walk you around what we've got set up.
Alright guys, so this is our awning 270 setup, the one I showed you the other day. We've got our toilet set up and obviously our rooftop tent. And just move the ladder out of the road so we can get into our cabinet so we can get all the clothes and stuff like that. And over here we've got Miss Steph doing a check on her car. Good girl that she is, hey. And her swag and her awning set up as well. So it was pretty comfy, was it, Steph, last night?
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah. Got a good sleep?
Questionable sleep.
All the traffic. It was pretty loud here last night. So yeah. But anyway. And we're just obviously getting breakfast and coffee and all that sorted at the moment, and then we'll just start doing all our pack up.
What was that?
It's probably because you farted in there. Like what your wife did last night.
Hey, everyone's got to do it, right?
Yeah, but not try and kill us at the same time, you know?
Ah, you know. Anyway, that's us. So we'll get on the road shortly, and
Give you updates.
give you updates as we go along. When we do our next fuel stop, probably. Yeah.
Alrighty guys, we are day 2 of our adventure and we're going to pack up, hit the road. We've got to do a little bit of a shop around town first, so we've got to get a wheel bearing and some food of course, and then we're going straight to the ferry. We'll pack her up. I've already had a shower too, so showers were, oh, they were alright, they were okay. Yeah, anyway. Still better than nothing though, nice and refreshed. When you look around at all the shit you got to pack up. Alright, no time for mucking about, let's do it. Alrighty, so we've made it to the parts store. Let's go get some parts. Guys, bit of an update. We are now at Ballina service station here. Yep. We're just doing a quick check over the patrol. Still got a little bit of a leak. I think it's this oil feed hose to the turbo. It's just slightly weeping, so that will need replacing eventually, but it's not too bad at the moment, so we'll just keep an eye on it. Checked engine oil. Engine oil's all good, hasn't used anything, so I think that leak on the front's only very minor. And there's only like slight little bit more oil since I last cleaned it, which was back in Goulburn, so that's all good. This wheel bearing, we jacked it up and just spun it. It's sounding okay. It's got the slightest noise, but still nice and tight and hasn't moved, and it still spins freely and nicely, so just going to leave it for now. I've got a spare bearing there, so maybe when we get to Moreton I might swap over and put in new bearings and seal and all that, and I've got some grease in that. I was able to pick that up at Repco in Coffs Harbour, so good thing about click and collect. Yeah, it was great. At the caravan park, just ordered it, drove straight there, got it, and then we're on our way. We've got food and all that now as well, so now it's just the last leg of the journey. But did somebody say KFC? I think there's a, well, there it is. Might go have some KFC first. So we'll grab some lunch, hit the road, and we'll do the last leg to Brisbane, which is, I think we've got about 2 hours left now, so.
Hey guys, we're just stopped in at Goulburn just to get some fuel, get a drink and a toilet stop. Just got this really awesome little park here, which yeah, it's got a nice little backdrop. So yeah, we're just working out the fuel literage on the two cars. So we'll just work that out. So what do we work out today?
So we're at Goulburn, so we've used 45.5 litres to get here. I can't work out the litres per 100 because I took fuel across from the secondary tank, and I don't know how much that came across. I did that because the secondary tank wasn't filling earlier, and I'm not sure if it was not filling or whether it's the gauge that's wrong. I'm actually thinking it's the gauge that's wrong because we transferred fuel across and we were able to fill it here, not a huge amount. So what I'm going to do now is run the main tank down to nearly empty, and then we'll see how much transfers across. They'll tell us if that tank's actually nearly full and it's just the gauge that's out. So that'll be the next thing to do, and
cool.
We'll work the literage out later, litres per 100.
Alright. Did you work yours out, Steph?
No, I didn't. But
how much did you need to fill up just before?
only 32.88. So it's actually less than when I did the first fill.
So
and it was sitting on about half tank, I think, then, wasn't it?
A bit under.
So you used 38 litres then, and I only used 45.
Yeah.
32, and we used 45.
So we've been doing 100 because they had a restriction then for the last, I don't know, maybe 20 or more Ks. I think it's more than that. Yeah. So other than that, we've been doing 110, but now doing 100. So hopefully when we get past Goulburn, it'll go back up to 110.
And interesting too, when we're doing the 90 for Steffi, I reckon we're consuming more fuel than we are sitting at the 105-ish on the highway. So the old girl was actually chewing more juice, going slower.
Yeah, right.
And I reckon that's due to more pedal movement.
Strange, isn't it?
Anyway, we'll see what it does further down the track.
Yeah. All right, cool. So that's a wrap for now, and we'll be in touch with more. All right.
Alright guys, we've made it to the ferry departure area. Finally, it's been a bit of a rough journey, but we got there. So now I guess we wait. I don't really know what happens from here, but pretty excited. First time ever going on a ferry, so we'll keep you updated. There's the ferry.
Well, we made it into Warwick late last night. Old Paddy decided to spit its water out all over the engine bay, so we had a little issue. It looked like the water overflow bottle pipe looped itself up too high and stopped the recovery working. So we had all the water empty out in the engine bay, so that pulled us up to the servo for quite a while, and refilled that. Then we got going. By the time we got in, it was dark, so we got no footage of setting up. So we're actually in Warwick, Queensland.
That was our destination. We just didn't let on.
Yep. We're just set up here. There's not much of a setup. The wind is howling through here at the moment. It's looking like it's going to come up a bit stormy later on.
But
I think
it is
they're
warm
talking.
and muggy though,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's nice.
So we're going to head into town, get some breakfast, do the rest of the setup later, obviously, because the wind's just too strong at the moment. It'll wreck the awnings, I'd say. Even though it's quite a stable awning, it started pushing it up pretty hard, so we packed it back up and we'll set that up later. And we're going to do some exploration around town, and then Dylan's currently over at Moreton Island.
Yes.
Doing some filming there. He'll be heading back this way, meeting up with us
On Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And then we're going to hit some of the tracks up here, and do some filming out and around this area, and show you what we find. So we'll get back to you.
Cheers, guys. See ya.
On our way, head down, but we're about to get hit by that. Anyway, that's where we're going to end this video, right here. So make sure to tune in next Sunday to see if we make it out of this freak storm. Bloody hell, wish us luck. Next week on YouTube, I am taking on Moreton Island in the big red GQ. I've got 2 days across there to spend and check out some of the epic scenery and do a bit of four-wheel driving as well. Well, that was the plan anyway. However, the car did have other ideas.
So yeah, we'll try this. Fingers crossed it works. Otherwise, yeah, I haven't really got any other options.
With a few breakages, some awesome campsites and some spectacular scenery, this is a video not to miss. So make sure to tune in next Sunday to check it out.